Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the important part of Neo4j, which is the delete clause. We will see how we can delete nodes, detach relationships, and even wipe out the entire graph, or I can say the entire data set with the help of the Cypher queries. So let's start with our discussion. So the first step which we are going to do is to create a sample data set. So we are going to use the same sample data set which we have created in our previous videos when I was showing you how to create your own database. So I'm going to write the queries here. So what we are going to do is like we are going to use the create clause, and this is the word. So what we are doing here is we are trying to create the four nodes with roles as the labels, and the properties like name, birth year, and the nationality accordingly. So now the first thing here we are going to do is we are going to run this query. So let me run the query for you. So let me run. So I did the run. So you can see here we have already created our first query. Now the next step what we are going to do is we are going to see that whether our data set is being created or not. So I'm going to write, and then I'm going to do control enter. So you can see here the four nodes are being created. Now this was about the first step. Now, then the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to start with the deleting a single node using the delete clause. So what we are going to do, we are going to write this particular query. So let's say if you want to delete this particular node, which is the node named as Neha. So what we are going to do, we are going to write it down as like this. So here we are putting n is as the HR. And what is the name is the Neha. So we are deleting using the delete clause. So when I run this query, so you can see here it will show that it has deleted one node, and so this is how we can delete the queries. Now we can, if we can also see how it can looks now. So now we can see the node, it has contained 10 nodes instead of four nodes. Neha has already been deleted. So we used a simple delete clause here to delete the node. So this was the first step where we deleted a single node using a delete clause. Now what we are going to do in our next step is we are going to add some relationship between the remaining people. So how many people are remaining? So we have only Sean, Saurav, and Vishal. So I'm going to create a relationship using this particular query. So I'm using the match statement. I'm using the previous already existing database, and here I'm going to using the create. So for creating the relationship between the remaining three nodes. So here Saurav reports to Vishal, and Sean collaborates with Saurav. So let me run this particular query. So after running this, we can see here we have created two relationship. Now let's see how this looks like. So let me visualize this particular graph for you. Let me run this. So you can see here, this is our relationship. So we can see Sean collaborates with Saurav, and Saurav reports to Vishal. So now what we are going to do, we are trying to, in this step, we are going to delete a single node and it's all its relationship. So how we are going to do, we are going to use the delete clause, but we are using the clause detach also together. So it's detach delete. So what will happen when you use the detach delete together, it's going to delete the particular node as well as the relationship which it has with the other nodes. So let me show you how we can do it. So we have used the same way of writing the code using the match, and here we are using the role here is the data scientist, and what is the name? Saurav. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to delete the Saurav node and its relationship with the other two nodes, which is Sean and Vishal respectively. So when we do this, what will be left? We will be left only with Sean and Vishal, and even the relationship will be removed. So let me show this to you. So now let visualize this graph. Match n, uh, return n, and then control enter. So we can see here now we only Sean and Vishal is being left. So this is how we can delete the no particular node, and the node here is Saurav, and automatically removes the reports to and collaborates with relationship connected to that particular node. So now what we are going to look into is like if we want to delete only relationship, but we want to keep the nodes, so we can also do that. But let's say we have Sean and Vishal left. So what we are going to do, we are going to first establish a relationship between them. So let me create a relationship between them. So now what we are going to do, so we have left with Vishal and Sean, and we are creating a relationship. Sean collaborates with Vishal. So let me run this particular code. So when we run this particular code, now we can see when I run this, so there is a relationship between Sean collaborates with Vishal. Now in the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to remove only the relationship, and we want to keep the node. So in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to use this particular command. So here we are using the match, okay, and then here inside the R variable we have provided that we have to delete this part. R contains basically the relationship collaborates with product owner named Vishal, and we are deleting R. So here it's going to delete only the relationship which is the collaborates with, but it will not going to delete the nodes. Let me run this particular code, and we can see it has deleted the relationship. Let me run this particular code to visualize it. Match n, and so we can see here it's only has Sean and Vishal, the nodes remaining. Now, in the next step, if we want to delete everything, if we want, so basically we are deleting everything and resetting the complete database. So in that scenario, we are going to use this particular query where we are using the match n and detach delete n. So it's going to delete everything, all the nodes and all the relationship. So this is how we are going to do that. So what we have seen right now is like it has deleted everything. So now if you try to run this particular code, match n and return n to see the visualizer database, so it is show no changes, no records because there is no database. We have deleted everything. So what we have seen that we can delete a single node and its relationship. We can delete only a node. We can also delete only the relationship, but to keep the nodes, and we can also really delete everything, nodes and relationship in the entire database, basically resetting the database. This was all about the Neo4j and delete clause. Please let me know if you have any questions in in the comment section, and also I will be providing the link to the repo in the description section. So thanks everyone for watching this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel.